Hello, everybody. I am so excited to talk to you today about instantly improving your English pronunciation. So before we get started with that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been helping people for years with their English pronunciation, and I would like to help you. That's what this channel will be about. And I've done a few things, but now I'm really planning on starting to really get things going. So I'm starting to come up with ideas for videos, and today I found my first one. Before we get started with that, so I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background in the performing arts. I went to the Juilliard School. You can see my diploma right here. I was a drama student way back in 1994. In fact, this is our class program with our graduating program of the plays that we did. And there I am, you can see, looking quite a bit younger. So I've spent my entire life working on public speaking, working on acting, working on things that you must use your voice with. So I have a lot of knowledge, and I'd like to share it with you. Just like I did when I taught at AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in Los Angeles. And now here we are, sitting underneath this mountain, and I'm going to tell you, I have this little sheet of paper right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it, and we'll run through everything, and then I'll focus on one thing, the first point of that, as a way of getting started. Okay, because I know some people think, well, tell me everything. Tell me everything that you know. Don't waste my time. So I'll tell you everything. And then if you're serious, you can stick around and we can actually discuss each point. And that way you can actually learn what I'm asking you to do and improve your English. So here we go. So here are the seven proven strategies for rapid English pronunciation improvement. And the first four are for instant improvement. Number one, open your mouth wider when you speak. Use your lips and jaw more. Bigger movements lead to clearer sounds. Avoid filler sounds. Limit the use of or So we'll talk about that later, but we'll get to it. This will make your speech more concise and impactful, and it's better to pause. Speak every sound. Never drop word endings. Don't drop the end of a sentence. Full articulation equals high clarity. Number 4, be loud and consistent. Practice out loud every single day. Muscle memory requires repetition. And now the last 3. And now we move to the long-term mastery. Number 5, record and review. Use your phone to record yourself reading, then listen back. This trains your most powerful tool, your ear. Number 6, speak English frequently and loudly. Practice makes perfect. The more you speak, the more natural your pronunciation will become. And 7, read English books out loud. This helps you practice pronunciation and intonation. And now we're going to focus on the first one. Open your mouth wider when you speak. So, we've all seen this before, right? You've gone to hear someone speaking, and they start speaking like this. So, they are talking to you, but they're not really moving their lips that much. And when someone talks like this, it's really hard to understand them. Now, I can really try harder and not move my jaw, but you can see I still have to move it a little. But some people, they just don't move their mouth enough. So, don't do that. Practice moving your mouth more. Say this sentence. When I say law, I move my jaw. Really just get that jaw moving. So you might think, well, I'm not sure how much I move my jaw. Well, you can be like me. You can look in this. This is kind of a mirror. I put my glasses on. Maybe I can see it better. So now I can see that I'm opening my mouth wide, and you can get in front of a mirror and see if you can open your mouth as wide as I can. So what are some things that might help you open your mouth? First of all, yawning. Yawning is a really great way to start to stretch your jaw out a little bit, and it's a fantastic vocal warm-up. Let's just do one yawn together right now, and I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes your yawns can be kind of small, but so that was quite a yawn. But that's my point. When you start yawning, you can really open your mouth more, and you can check yourself in a mirror. If you're a person that tends to talk like this a lot, you can just try yawning in the mirror. Let's do a few more things. There's a tongue exercise. You can try this just to get the tongue moving along with the jaw as well and the mouth. Try this. That's one way. Now let's do the other way. So we want to get things going. We want to get your mouth moving and opening the jaw, sticking the tongue out, moving it around so that the jaw has to move to get the tongue in the right position to get all that stuff around, to get the tongue going around your lips. That's another good exercise as well. Now here's another exercise, and then we can finish it. And remember, what we're working on right now is trying to get the mouth open, trying to get the mouth and the jaw really opening much more. Think of it like a trumpet. If you've ever seen a trumpet before, it's this instrument, and then it kind of goes, and then it has this thing on the end of it that it's sort of a cone shape. If you take that cone off the trumpet, the instrument will die. It needs to be projected out and through a larger open surface. It's open, and that's what you're doing when you open your mouth. You're making your mouth into like a trumpet so that it can get the sound out, and you can over exaggerate using your lips and things like that just to get used to really getting things moving. And when you do, like it says on this paper, it says bigger movements lead to clearer sounds. Try that. So here's one last thing that you can do. First of all, your jaw might be sore. Maybe you have some tightness in your jaw and it's uncomfortable to open it. So if you have something like TMJ, you have to be very careful with this, but we're not going to do anything extreme. And this is just massaging your jaw. If it's tight, you can massage it to see if you can find any way to make it not be tight. And here's a way to check and see if your jaw is tight. You can massage it like that. And what you do is you grab your hands like this, see? So you're not touching your jaw. All you're doing is shaking your body. And then what you do is you can see how loose you can make your jaw. So watch, if I make a sound like and I start shaking, watch what happens with my jaw. See, the jaw's what's making that vibrating sound. Is it's being shaken. So it's a way to see if you can make your jaw really loose. It looks weird, I know it does, but it's a way to tap in and see if there's any way that you can relax your jaw so that it's not tight, so that you can experiment with using it more. If you look at my mouth right now, I am really getting involved with opening my mouth, And when I do, the English sounds get a lot clearer. So those are some things to think about. I've really enjoyed my time that I've just spent with you. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. If you have any ideas about my channel, please leave me a message down below. I'd love to hear it. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.